Ladies, my name is Dan Quinn. History will prove that I'm Maitreya because I discovered stevia splits water into a natural gas they can actually run engines off of. I can theoretically go from Earth to the moon and back on one tank of gas, and subsequently all planets if aliens actually allow us to leave because we are the most unhuman. We're inhuman, and they couldn't survive us if we proliferated. Yeah. So, anyways, ladies, they're gonna call me Maitreya, and here's the deal: Maitreya is gonna be rich. I had a vision 35 years ago at Notre Dame that told me I was gonna be the richest man on the planet. A golden halo of energy literally forced me on my knees, and I was given a vision about what I was to do with that money, and it was to end slavery for women. All right, to end slavery, there's many different kinds of slavery. There's financial slavery, but all women are enslaved to men by the religious books that were written 2 to 6,000 years ago by evil men who were trying to entrap everybody and enslave them in religion.
But Danny, excuse me, Danny, this is Alexis. I was gonna mention, add on to Sarah from San Francisco. Thanks for replying my message, and nice to meet. I don't know if it's the one where it has a kind of like a pointy sign, blue and white. What is that?
I have no idea. Oh, Telegram?
Telegram. That was from Sarah.
Okay.
You just showed her picture, and then she went on.
Well, she's one of many women that are contacting me. It's like this. I'm gonna be the richest man on the planet, and what I'm gonna do with that money is end the slavery of women to men.
Isn't it in the Bible, Danny? It says, "Men lead the way and women follow."
Well, it also says that Eve is Adam's helper and not his companion, and it also lies to Eve, saying that she's going to die from knowledge. So what's the first thing Eve does? She goes and bites from the apple. Why did she do it so quickly? It's almost like she foresaw the miserable, horrific plight of women around the world, and decided to kill herself to save all women from misery.
The forbidden fruit.
The forbidden fruit. That's right. You want some to drink?
Sure. Thank you, Danny.
Have some of my coffee, brother. Yeah. To all ladies, help Dan Quinn get famous so he doesn't have to worry about people coming up from behind him and trying to do him harm. That's the only way it could happen, Peter. The only way.
Excuse me.
The only way somebody could get at me is if they were coming from my side or my back and I didn't see them, and that's especially in prison. But
that's why I'm here, to watch your back, bro.
Okay, that's cool. You know, because I don't trust whites at all, as far as I can throw them. Now, blacks and Mexicans, I trust them. They run their own programs, and, you know, I'm hella cool with them. What's up, Snubs? My nigga. What's up, Spider? I tell you what, behind closed doors, everybody needs my nigga.
4 minutes. 4 minutes in.
4 minutes in? All right. Ladies, help Dan Quinn get rich ASAP. And what I'm going to do with that money is start companies that put women in charge and control the men. You know, use them for the tasks that they were suited for. Help women come up. Redirect. It's like this. Ancient archaeological evidence proves that women used to be in charge of the human herd, all right? They disappear, okay? It ceases to exist. At the same time, pyramids were poured, or before it, the pyramids were poured by alien spaceships, P-O-U-R-E-D, Google it, New evidence is suggesting that the perfection in Egypt.
5 minutes in.
5 minutes in? All right. We'll go to at least 10.
Okay.
So, ladies, what you should do is call 760-809-1744 if you want to become famous. I'm going to play the violin on maybe Melissa. Okay, she's thinking about it. But I'm going to play the violin, the Fountain of Orgasm for Women, show how easy it is, touching your fingertips, 2 fingers in, 2 fingers pressing down on the stomach, massaging. That's the G-spot. It's magic when it's top and bottom at the same time. It takes women that have been raped and can't come because of psychological barriers to over 100 in an hour easily. I wore Chris out. K-R-I-S. Chris.
Can we end it at 6?
Why?
Keep going until 10.
At least 10.
10.
You got something to do?
No, I'm good, bro. I'm with you.
Yeah. Ride or die, man. That's what I'm looking for, is people that will be loyal, and I'm going to pay them handsomely as I try to de-escalate the use of money down to where everything can be free, and it's all based on labor and not money that determines your worth. Donald Trump, you charlatan, you imbecile idiot. Straight up, they put clauses in your dad's contract, if you will, his will, and it stated that Donald couldn't sell any of the property because they didn't trust him because he was a fool. That was unwritten.
Yeah.
But they didn't trust him with having the keys to the house. Dan Quinn has the keys to the house.
7 minutes in.
Spider and Snubs. I have the keys to the house in stevia, blending water into a natural gas whose exhaust can be turned into the fountain of youth if you remove all the floating toxic soap at the end of the blend. Or bypass it with a straw, as you might have seen in past videos. Me making pure H2O and using a straw to get at it through all the toxic soap. Anyway, Dan Quinn has the keys to the house, gentlemen, and he's going to handsomely pay guys like you to do what I want, and that's to get rid of some of the filth that's in predominantly white society because there's too many of us and we're decaying.
Active your cash card now. We got just a Cash App just popped up. It says make a deposit or some shit.
Make a deposit.
Well, it doesn't say make a deposit,
Is
but
someone requesting money from me?
it just says the Cash App with a little description of what it's for. It seemed like an advertisement
Okay.
more than anything else.
They shouldn't be able to do that during the video. Anyways, ladies, help Dan Quinn get to the finish line, which I should have crossed many, many years ago. Okay? I should have been in the NFL. Considering how much I love my 2 sons, I'm glad that I didn't go to the NFL. But had I would have been world famous. I'm a white 6'3", 235 pound when I was playing linebacker that could cover black wide receivers and running backs. I did it at Notre Dame in practice. I shut them down in man-to-man. What's up, Alan Pinkett? Remember when I blanketed you and you couldn't get open, couldn't catch a pass? It happened over and over and over again to the point where Jerry Faust was getting a hard-on.
1 minute remaining.
That's for 10, brother. We're going to go for 20.
Okay. That's for 10. We're going for 20.
We're going for it all.
All right.
Is it true, Lucky, that Dan Quinn spreads the wealth?
I would say so because he's spending, and that doesn't withdraw. That makes the money circulate.
Well, don't I buy food for everybody?
Yes, you contribute
Oh, I
a
contribute
lot, a lot.
a lot, and that's before
More
I'm
than
getting
a
my
lot.
EBT. You know, I'm getting Costco chickens and cheese, and we're getting milk, and we're living like kings. And I think everybody should have the same opportunity. As a matter of fact, ladies, I think we should get an attorney to sue the United States government and allow food stamps, EBT cards, to purchase hot rotisserie chickens so people can eat scrumptiously whenever they want to. I say a chicken a day. That's $150 a month. People that are on EBT get more than that. You know what I'm saying, Lucky?
Yes.
They could eat like a king if they would just change that law, but they're making it unbearable in many situations for those that are on the streets. And that's what they do, okay? They that have the money, the only people that run for office get the okay from those who have money. And
Danny,
those
would you say this? Would you say and agree, or you not necessarily agree, but do you say that the rich people they're happy or against inflation?
I would say that they like inflation because it makes it so they can charge more money and make more profit. We're talking about rich people that don't have any trouble putting food on the table, right?
Right.
Right. So, yeah, they're making more money. Inflation is a constructive parasite virus on any economy. They do it on purpose, and the government allows them to get away with it. And what we got to do is start electing people, Andrew, from cloudsprout.com, to office that have the best interests of the people at heart, not the money. And the money is evil. Jesus taught us that when he was a child and he attacked the moneylender's table and spewed gold coin all over the floor. He knew money was evil. All right? Jesus was a stud, yet he was defeated. They used his name to pacify and okay any transgression. So supposedly Jesus died for our sins, right?
Right.
Okay, so theoretically I can go rape, rob, and pillage, and at the very end take Jesus as my savior and all is forgiven. That's how it works, right?
Right.
Okay? It doesn't work like that. That's bad karma. Bad karma is the Christian religion, who has killed more people in the name of religion than any other religion on this planet. It's the product of white flight from England.
Is that the train? I can't hear it.
I think so. Anyhow, ladies,
13 minutes in.
13 minutes in, have your lover play the violin on you. And what you should do is pay $1 for every orgasm that you experience. If you want 20, pay $20. If you want 100, pay $100 to Maitreya55 at Cash App to start a little fun. And what I'm going to do is buy lots of stevia for those who are sick and videotape them from start to finish and prove that stevia is the cure. The government's already done it. That's why they made stevia illegal. But they don't want any of those studies to come out because it would prove how evil the government is. They want you sick, straight up. They want you sick, barefoot, and pregnant, ladies, as if you didn't know. The Supreme Court I'm thinking absolutely disgusting. Overturning Roe v. Wade, brother. The justices that were appointed during Donald Trump's term lied on their resumes. Okay, when they were being testifying before Congress, they said that they wouldn't fuck with Roe v. Wade because it was established. And then what was the first thing they did when they got a majority? They overturned it. Anyhow, that's a whole nother story, ladies, who are slaves to men, slaves in the workforce, making less than men. How we mistreat you.
Coming in on 15 minutes.
15 minutes. My name is Dan Quinn. I'm a genius. I have a 154 IQ from 8 to 12 years old. It might have diminished having taken headshots and fighting, but weed bypasses that, expands my mind, and I can take control with money. Oh, I would take control of every company. It should actually come down to this: the good versus the bad, and we sign a deal that the bad has had their way for way too long, and for them to just turn over their companies. But they're going to have to be pacified through purchase at the start. And what I'm trying to do is make it so it's an egalitarian system for everybody, and it's not based on your worth for your wealth. Straight up, because most money is evil. You trace it back, and it goes to kings and queens.
Coming up on 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Descendants from kings and queens who are evil, not having to work a day in their life, plunder. I mean, and we allowed it. How did that happen? Go figure. Anyhow, 760-809-1744. If you know somebody dying of cancer, pay it forward. If they follow my directions using stevia, water, and a blender to get all the toxic shit out of the water that they drink before they drink it, they're gonna go cured. Okay? And being a part of me getting famous, I'll pay you a house, a car, I figure $250,000 median price home. If you live in California, did I say it was going to be a home in California? How about a home in Oregon or Missouri? Okay, where the price is a lot less.
Or Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. You can get mansions for dirt cheap compared to California, can't you?
I would in Nashville, I would live in the country. With horses running free.
Like you're stoned.
All right, we got 3 minutes coming in.
Okay. Like I said, 760-809-1744. History, I will go down in history as the angel Maitreya. In my lexicon with my ex-wife, I wasn't an angel, okay? I was a philanderer when I got wired on methamphetamine. It's amazing, on stevia and weed, I've been up for how many days?
7.
7 days. I had 4.5 hours of sleep in that time period, and
2 minutes away.
I was on rocket fuel, okay, and I wasn't fixated on pussy, okay. I was getting shit done, and it's amazing. And Officer Greg Coet from the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, if you don't tell the truth about not having to duck down because Bryce Peeler didn't point a gun at you, I'm going to legally attack you with money and ruin you and your family's life. Straight up. Joe Rogan. The same thing goes for Officer Reale, who, in conjunction with Coet, put my best friend behind bars for supposedly 35 years. They said that Bryce got out of the car and ran past him with a gun pointing at him, right? But Reale wasn't even in the car. He was posted up on a corner with an AR-15.
Yeah.
That would have been Bryce Peeler trying to commit suicide.
Right.
You
Coming
feel
up
me?
on 60 seconds.
60 seconds. Anyways, Joe Rogan, tell the truth or I'm going to fuck you up legally using money, and it won't be hard to do, son. 760-809-1744. You still have time to save yourselves before I hit it. Okay, big. Because I've discovered the fountain of orgasm for women, and also cold fusion / fission, stevia turning water into a fuel.
30 seconds.
That can power engines whose exhaust can be turned into what acts like the fountain of youth and brings cancerous cats and cancerous humans back into perfect health within 4 months.